Ford-class super aircraft carrier is unstoppable. It is the largest warship in the world. It's unrivaled on the high seas. USS Gerald R. Ford. String number CVN 78. This is a technologically advanced nuclear-powered floating airport. The USS Ford is the first of the U.S. Navy's new aircraft carriers. The first ship of the Ford-class nuclear-powered aircraft carrier started service on July 22, 2017, to replace the Enterprise-class aircraft carrier that was retired in 2012 and existing Nimitz-class aircraft carriers, and plans to build 10 ships of the same class before 2058. The Ford has enough firepower to deter potential adversaries after years of sea trials and shock testing. According to the U.S. Navy, the USS Ford, the most technologically advanced aircraft carrier ever built. But how is it different from previous Enterprise-class aircraft carriers? The Ford's propulsion plant is brand new to A1B reactors with 4 axes. It will effectively reduce the power department's operation and maintenance costs. Required staffing level reaches 50%. Most aircraft carriers have steam-powered catapults attached, but on the Ford you won't see any hot air emerging from the cockpit. There's more than meets the eye. The electromagnetic catapult is more efficient and the acceleration process is uniform. Improved structural life of carrier-based aircraft. Landing on an aircraft carrier must be difficult. It's challenging. In order to accomplish this feat, Hornet fighter jet uses tail hook to hook fixed steel cable, brings a 20-ton metal aircraft to a complete stop in seconds. There are a lot of techniques that can help do this. The moment the aircraft carrier is about to land, these fixes were fine-tuned. Aerodynamic design of smaller wind resistance ship island as part of landing. Ensure the pilot is on the optimal taxi path. While still accommodating projects planned by DDX, the new dual-frequency radar developed. Dual-band radar DBR. Integrated warfare system, including more flexible ship structure design, able to meet future combat mission requirements. Flexibly adjust the configuration of shipboard facilities. Advanced Landing Arrestor System provides interception force recovery electromagnetically. Computer-controllable force is applied evenly during interception. It is no longer necessary to adjust the weight to intercept carrier-based aircraft of different weights. Pressure on these aircraft is expected to be reduced. Aircraft maintenance cycle costs are lower. Improved and enlarged flight deck can greatly increase attack rate. Maximum number of flights per day increased from 160 to 220. So the flight deck always a very dynamic and quite dangerous place. Improved our IM-16-C Sparrow anti-aircraft missile launch system, stealth technology, and layout to reduce radar reflection. But ultimately, the most important thing on an aircraft carrier is can carry more than 75 carrier-based aircraft, provides fighter aircraft preservation in maritime environments, and hangar conditions for maintaining stealth fighter aircraft. Each carrier-based aircraft has its role, from attack fighters to reconnaissance aircraft and helicopters. There are multiple layers. of defense, and there are also layers of offense. They must work together to succeed, including F-35C Lightning to fighter jets, approximately 20, F-A-180, F Super Hornet strike fighter, approximately 24, E-180 Growler electronic combat aircraft, about 5 to 7 units, E-2D Hawkeye early warning aircraft, about 11 to 19 aircraft, MH-6ORS Nighthawk multi-purpose helicopter, about 5. X-47B has successfully ejected from USS Bush CVN 77. A mass-produced model based on this will be installed on the Ford class in the future. Expected to be used in the next few years, more unmanned combat aviation vehicles and more. There are more than 4,000 sailors on board. The USS Ford is more than just a ship. Is this an office or a dining table, a gym and a home? Such a big ship can consume supplies at an alarming rate. To replenish inventory, the Ford must be replenished at sea. Pulley and helicopter. Complex replenishment operations. From jet fuel to air-to-air missiles, different in everything. The Ford has crossed the Atlantic and reached the coast of Portugal. Sailing alongside it were ships from 6 NATO allies. Their job is to keep the Ford safe and provide additional firepower during simulated combat. This will test the combat readiness of the aircraft carrier battle group. USS Ford now leads allied naval forces in the critical mission of deterring aggression and, if necessary, defend NATO against external threats. In these uncertain times, the world's largest warship is on alert in Europe. The Navy is strengthening reconstruction of its two Ford-class aircraft carriers. Includes weapons-oriented ship adjustments designed to further increase the overall combat effectiveness of the aircraft carrier. According to a Navy statement relating to specific aircraft carrier modifications, improving the maritime combat potential of aircraft carrier integration. The Navy is also streamlining the development of weapons and warfare technologies to find out how an aircraft carrier would carry the F-35C and Boeing MQ-25 Stingray. It is the U.S. Navy's shipborne unmanned refueling system. These modifications increase Ford-class lethality and save an additional $100 million. The next two Ford-class aircraft carriers, or purchase for their next two businesses respectively, building the U.S. Navy aircraft carrier of the future. In addition, expected costs. Expected savings of more than $4 billion. Part of these modifications, including the introduction of digital shipbuilding technology. Automated IDS is key to aircraft carrier production efficiency. Navy and shipyards are investing in IDS automation. This will reduce the number of Ford-class aircraft carriers to be built production effort required. Experts say simplifying integration of these platforms may bring about a series of substantial improvements. And consistent with naval strategy, better prepare aircraft carriers. Enhance naval operations around the world. Clear intention. Aircraft carrier-based forward attack presence. It is therefore self-evident that streamline the acquisition and integration of these systems, consistent with aggressive naval push, attack and defense technologies that make aircraft carriers more combat effective. Analysis of U.S. military power. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.